my name is Vita and this is Hippie Crow Hub. Two things for today. April's restock and what I plan to bring to the shop, which is located at 306 College Street, Toronto, right next to Kensington Market. And a very massive big news. I can't hold the excitement, so I'm just gonna tell you right now. I'm not gonna wait till the end of the video to announce it. Remember, if you've been watching my videos, I mentioned before that I tried to monetize my channel, but I faced some challenges and was denied the application. I continued sharing videos because I thought even if I cannot get to that point, I can still grow my followers and use it for advertising my business and my online shop when I finally make one. Because baby steps to success, and only me, one person here, controlling and managing and working at this entire business plan, can only do so much at a time. So here it is. Just yesterday, I decided to, instead of applying again for the monetization and get rejected again, I thought I'll reach out to YouTube chat, a helpline, and see what they have to say. I told them that I've been planning to do this and I got rejected and I don't know exactly why, and I would like to fix it. So is there any way I can find out exact details of what I need to work on? Because I'm at this point that I've been working really hard towards YouTube, and at least I would like to know where it is going, or even if it's possible for me to get there, or all the things and notes I can take and really fix it up. Because, you know, I would still like to have all the possibilities of this industry to be working with me, not against me. And the person I spoke to told me that they will review my page, they will send this to the team, they will evaluate everything, and they will write me back within a day. So this morning, I woke up to an email that says, "Congratulations, you are now part of YPP program," which is YouTube Partner Program, which means I'm officially monetized. I am like freaking out. At first I was like, okay, is this for real? Does this really mean what I think it means? I was like, don't get too excited yet. I started going on my channel, going through everything, reading, figuring it out, and the excitement just started growing, and it went over the moon, around the world. I did extra hard yoga today because the excitement gave me so much energy. And then after yoga, I started feeling a little more balanced. I almost had like tears coming out of my face out of excitement and joy and relief, because this was my original goal. And I swear that I was like close to quitting it, or at least I was starting to reanalyze how much I need to focus on YouTube at this point, because I need to be investing my energy and time at something that is gonna give me financial gains. So, and I know creating a small business from scratch by yourself really takes a lot of your own personal time and effort and energy invested before you really build something that is starting to bring the money back. Now in this business, the main money that I've been receiving is through reselling upcycled, handmade, upcycled and vintage items at Bazaar. Once in a while I do some little markets, but I haven't gone all the way in because I've been focusing on creating my base, my roots strong. And yes, so okay, this is a whole other video, I think, for another time. I just wanted to share that I finally got approved. I am part of the YPP program. I am so excited. This is giving me a whole boost and energy to continue working on this. And again, I know that it's still unknown how much I'm going to be earning. By next month, I should know my calculations of my revenue, and YouTube doesn't actually send the payout until your revenue reaches a minimum of $100. So it might be total pennies at this point. But like I said to my friend today on a message, that I've been hiking for 2 years to get to this building. And now I arrived at this building and I was granted the access to step inside. So the doors are open now and the whole new possibilities are arriving to my life. And seriously, I worked so hard towards this. I was so committed for a whole 2 years, posting a video every week, even at the times where I felt I literally can't anymore. Like if you've seen my last video, which literally said I am at Jumbo Mumbo recovering from a panic attack because doing tax in Canada has like dropped me down to the ground, and I was just literally going like this, please reward my hard work in some way here. I need some sort of abundance, some sort of another piece of hope coming my way, and it happened. It did. Working hard so far feels confirmed, and I am okay. Let's get back to the restock, because as you can tell, I'm extremely excited and I am bursting. It only took me 2 years, so don't give up, guys. Keep on working. All right, so restock. March. So Ontario, you know what? Every year this happens, and every year I cannot like grasp myself within this transition from winter to spring. It's like we're in deep ass winter and it's just like boom, spring. There is like no transition. It's like 1 week like winter, spring, and then it's like phew, springtime. So I haven't sold a leather jacket for a while, even though spring is like leather jacket season. But I think the leather jackets that I had there even were too heavy for people to be interested in buying, because I have a feeling that everyone's mindset is like in the summer now. Because spring here, like once it switches, once it passes like the +5 and then goes to +10 and 12, and then you start getting days of 16 degrees, which we already had few, people don't want to buy jackets anymore. From that point on, it's like focusing on almost summer and very light spring stuff. So I am going to pull out any wool, any heavier items tomorrow at my restock, and I'm gonna show you the lighter things that I plan to hang there. All right, by the time you're gonna hear this video, this stuff will already be at the shop. So the filming and editing does take a couple of days, but it's all happening within this week. So let me start from like the light things. First, this leather, gorgeous leather artwork bag. I had few this shaped bags on the rack because I have a couple of brown pairs of shoes, so I'm trying to create like a vibe. One bag sold, so I'm bringing one more in that complements the vibe. I had a little bit too many items on the rack at one point, and one of my fellow vendors gave me an advice to declutter my rack a little bit, because she said that people are more attracted to shopping when it's effortless in these kind of shops, rather than having to really go through things like we would in a thrift store, right? So it totally makes sense. Usually I try to keep the right balance, but because February was a little bit more slow month with selling, which is natural in retail after the holidays, I call this month is like the armpit of the year, because we just had a crazy boom of selling season, the Christmas, the New Year, the Chinese New Year, the Valentine's Day, all these things, and by that point there's just too much and people are really slowing down in shopping. So now that March is coming, sales just now started picking up on my rack, but I think also at the beginning of the March it was a little slow because my rack was a little bit too stuffed. It looked too wintry and too heavy. So I did some cleanup. I'm gonna do a little more cleanup tomorrow. And I noticed that shirts have been selling, so I'm gonna bring more of that. Leather jackets have not been selling, at least in my rack. I don't know how it's like for other vendors. So I'm going to remove those heavier leather jackets. I feel like the transition this year was like extra sudden. So I'm not gonna focus on heavier, bigger leather jackets. I will leave it for September. I'm only gonna bring 2 that are very small light jackets that even work for like a evening at the beach in the summer, you know, by the campfire kind of thing. So there we go. This is very simple top. I'm not gonna price it high because I kind of want to clear it out at this point. I had it on the rack for a little while, nobody bought it, so now I reduced the price. This cute shirt, I love the patterns and the color, so this could be a good spring item. This I love and I would totally wear it myself, but it's too small for me, and I think it is a very cute, elegant, stylish piece. Goes with pretty much anything, with jeans. This is gorgeous. It is crochet, it is cotton, it is very vintage, very stunning, perfect condition, and of course too small for me, but I think this is the right season for it. This, I love the color combination. It's like a light kind of blazer, or a top could be used. All these colors kind of vibe together. This leather jacket, I believe I showed in my last restock, or haven't I? To be honest, I don't remember. I think there might have been a couple of videos that I brought this up, but it is a very nice, light is glaring here. Very lovely suede and wine color jacket. This beautiful denier. I also have a feeling that I shared that in my previous video for March restock, but I haven't gotten to that yet. So now I'm switching over. This beautiful trench for all 7 mankind. I bought it a long time ago, and I was wearing it, but right now it feels a little bit too snug. It doesn't, because I am a couple of kilograms fuller now than I was when I bought it, and I prefer looser clothes now. I do not love anything that feels like it's just right tight fit. I really feel like I prefer clothes hanging on me. So I am going to put it up for sale. I just don't see the need to keep things that I no longer need. It is in perfect condition. I didn't wear it a lot, to be honest, at all. So there you go. It's earned the right to be vintage. This gorgeous. I love this big denim jackets. And it is 100% cotton. I love this wooden buttons. I love the style. It could be unisex. It could be for man or woman. It is man's collection, but this is something that I love wearing. I think nowadays it doesn't matter. Whoever feels like it belongs to their expectation of style. Also, this is like a really big size jacket, but I love big clothes. I guess I am tall, so I like the length, and to get extra length I usually need to go a size bigger. And people do tell me all the time, it's like, oh, I couldn't wear something like that because I'm so short. I don't really believe in that. Or like people tell me, oh, the maxi skirts look so good on you because you're tall. But I really don't think there's a very strict rule. It's more like what you feel good in. And if you feel good in something, it was gonna translate good on you. I don't think there is like a strict rule on your body shape. Of course there is, it depends on which body part you want to enhance or maybe cover up in your own expectation. Then maybe, of course, clothing will help you to visually like kind of like, you know, create certain illusion. But I don't think that it is a must. You know, people say like, oh, if you have big hips, don't wear this, or if you have big shoulders, avoid wearing that. I'm like, either way, it's our body, so whether you want to flaunt it or hide it, it's completely up to you. Plus, the expectation can vary so much from culture, the time that you grew up, or the place that you lived in, of what is flattering or not. Like for example, when I grew up as a teenager, I thought putting on a lot of makeup was cool, you know. I also thought push-up bras were necessary for girls, and when I was a teenager I was wearing push-up bras because that was like a thing that everybody did. Now, for the idea of a push-up bra is like the most ridiculous thing on the planet. It's like it's no different than having those butt pads kind of thing, you know, because my understanding is so different now. I am all about natural body shape. The only adjustments I do to my body is through healthy diet and healthy lifestyle and exercise. Anything external of adding anything or cutting anything off or up or adding injections into any body parts or doing anything underneath my skin or correcting myself in any way or really trying to hide myself in any way is just not where I'm at. And you know, like even with this area for the ladies, I think I've never seen a terrible looking natural breasts. The only time when I go like, whoa, sometimes that's definitely fake, you know, but this is my understanding, right? If somebody feels good doing that, fair enough. But I just don't think it should be encouraged as an expectation for women, or especially young women, because nowadays pop culture is all adjusted surgically. So yeah, I didn't plan to talk about that, but you know, since we talk about clothes and shapes, here we are. Sometimes subjects just come out of me. Well, there you go. This video is very simple. It's a couple of items to share. I am of course planning still to move on to my sewing projects. That there's a pile here waiting for me, and I will, but one thing at a time. And thank you so much for being here, for liking, commenting, and being subscribed. And if you haven't yet, please do, because I am now monetized, so this matters to me more than ever. Financially, it mattered always since the beginning. You know, at the very beginning, I remember 4 people subscribing to my channel, which was my husband and my friend and another 2 people. And then it got to 12 subscribers, then 24. I remember how long it took and how impossible it felt to get to 100. And then it was 1,000, and then there were some disappointments not being able to monetize, even though I thought that when I get to 1,000 subscribers, I will get monetized, and when I'll have enough views, which I had at the time. And then I had to wait until now to finally get monetized. So 2,500 subscribers is a lovely deal for me. So thank you. Have a great week. Stay creative. Love and peace. And mwah, see you next Monday, 10 a.m. Bye.